The injury happened over in America in the States. I don't remember the actual crash and what happened. It must have been fairly decent. I think landed on my head and ended up breaking 3 vertebrae in my neck. I don't remember that at all. It was actually the guy that was in 3rd place. He got in contact with me via Facebook and he filled me in on what went down after it, because all I remember, I was on this straight, cruising along, and the next thing I woke up in the cab of a helicopter and had my feet jammed up the dashboard. So it was good. I was actually running in 2nd behind Kurt Caselli. Yeah, I had the guy that was in 3rd place fill me in on what kind of went down between. He didn't see what I hit or how I crashed, but he pulled up to stop to see how I was, and I just told him, yeah, I'm all good, keep going. I got back on the bike, and then apparently, I rode over to him, but he said he seen me and he said I was all over the shop. I was nearly crashing everywhere, and I pulled up and said to him where am I? What am I doing? What event am I at? And everything. I said, well, I've got to get out of here. What way do I go? And he kind of freaked out a little bit and told me to get off the bike and chill out. And then in the meantime, yeah, I ripped my helmet off myself, and yeah, he said that I was just sitting there, and next thing he turns around and I was on foot, just walking off into the desert. So yeah, I don't recall any of that. And about probably 10 minutes later, he said I started complaining of a bit of a sore neck, and he just got me to lay down, lay still and just chill out. When I got to the hospital, they took me in for scans and x-rays and a CT scan and that. And when pretty much just as soon as I got back in my room, they come just barging through the doors and just said, do not move, just stay very still, like you've broke your neck. And yeah, it's very close. I went, well, I can still feel everything, I can still move everything. Like I said, it must be okay. Like they said, yeah, well, if you can do that, you're very, very, very lucky. Just don't move then, just stay still. So it was pretty scary once they gave me news like that. Yeah, I got some pretty bad news when I was over in the States. My insurance didn't cover it, so it was a big shock to the system there. So I went in and told them that I race bikes professionally. That's what I was going into America to do, race dirt bikes. Like I got told, yep, this insurance will cover you, you're all good to go. When the reports come in from the hospital over there, the actual report said that I was actually in an event and doing a motorcycle race. And when they sent the forms in for the insurance to try and get insurance for the crash and the injury, they said that, if you flick to the back of the contract, it says here in section 50.B, which is nearly like the 3rd last page, that if you're in anything other than a foot race, you weren't covered by any of our insurance. I learned a big lesson from it, and I think people have got to take notice of the actual insurance they get. We need to get that voiced out there a little bit and make sure that if anyone else is going across there, it doesn't happen to them either, because it's pretty scary if you have something like that go wrong. I had to actually fly back to Australia and have the surgery done here. It was a long flight in a halo system, that's for sure. 14 hours with that thing on my head was definitely uncomfortable, but yeah, I flew to Brisbane, private hospital in Brisbane, and saw Dr. Paul Lucina. Yeah, he operated pretty much on me the first day I landed back in Australia, which was Anzac Day. There's always people everywhere asking how I'm going and how the recovery's doing and when will I be back. I wish I knew the when I will be back answer a little bit better, but at this stage we'd like to try and get back next year and just go again, and hopefully can kick off from where I left off, so we'll see how we go. Yeah, recovery has been pretty much torture, but we're getting there slowly. Everything's in the right position, everything's looking well. The bones they're starting to heal, so I've got 8 screws and 2 bits of rod from C5 through to T1. I've been fused from C5 through to T1 as well. And yeah, I'll lose a bit of movement up and down, but yeah, like side movement, it should be still pretty good. Each day's been good. Each week that goes by gets a lot better and better, but we've just got to give it time to heal. My year for racing is done. The doctors pretty much said that there's no way in the world I'm going to sign you off to race at all this year. If everything goes well, hopefully in a couple of months, he might be able to sign you off just to go for like small trail rides and bits and pieces. So yeah, this year, even though I'm not racing, it'll be good. I think I want to try and sign myself up for a few charity rides once I get that clearance and stuff, and just go and hang out with a few people and go on some trail rides with everyone and do some fun events, and that'll be pretty good for the year. Even though I'm not racing, it'll be just good to go and see everybody and thank everyone for the support, their help, everyone from throughout Australia to around the world has been great. We've got some tops, like some jerseys from top well-known riders, basically donating jerseys to go to auction. So they go on eBay. I put them up on my Facebook site and all social media stuff. To just click on a link and take you straight to the site to bid on one of these awesome jerseys. We just got to do as much work as we can in the physio and training side of things to make sure that I'm at least back to as near as possible as 100% as I can be. But we'll just have to wait and see. I'm definitely keen to get back on that bike and go for it. So hopefully it hasn't, the love for it definitely hasn't gone away. So we'll see how we go.